wisdom, no one can make it go away.
All right. What? What am I seeing here? Down. There you go. Now you got it. Oh, you turning on the chat room?
Yeah. He's like pointing because he doesn't want to say anything. And I'm like, where am I driving the bus?
27 clicks later,
Yeah.
there.
27 clicks later, I figured it out. Go me. What the hell?
And now he's talking. Well, welcome everybody to another edition of Ms. Bomey's Zone. Different topic this week. Something fun. Weird names for cities. Now, where did you pull that one out of?
Of course, I'm sitting at work and I'm like, I had to come up with some topics. Then I got done with work. I came home and I'm like, you know, what's something that we haven't talked about? And then that just kind of popped into my head. And then I quickly went on the website and took a look at some of them and started laughing. And I thought, yep, that's it. We got to talk about this.
That'll be fun.
Yep, that's it. Sayonara. I heart.
Yeah. We'll be fine because if it's a word that people are like, that's a naughty word, but it's the name of a city, then hello. I think we'll be fine.
We didn't pick these names, nor are we picking on any of the cities that we're going to be talking about this evening. It's just something that I thought was kind of fun and funny and strange. And then you wonder, like, where did they get these names from?
Well, yeah, I mean, so
Stuff, you know? It's like, really? Okay, what?
So yeah. Now, obviously, people are going to be wondering what the terms are. I would say the terms should be not just U.S. anywhere, as long as you can pronounce. Now, if you come up with the whole "gigan gulkal fucking no, you're going to get a bunch of crickets. You'll be laughing to yourself, and we'll just be going next.
Next. So anyways, just a quick shout out to some of the people that are now joining us in the chat room. We have Clyde Hill, we've got Mark Pence, we've got Gunwild, we've got Boondockers. Nice to see you guys there. Welcome to everybody that's listening live, and welcome to everybody that will be listening in podcasts, aka the shower people / morning people.
Yeah. Shower people. Our eyes are up here.
Yeah, Smile Money just joined us. So yeah, this was kind of fun to look up some of these names.
I wanted to get a few clips as I was, putting the promo together, and the one that just made me crack up. I don't know why. It's not really funny or anything like that, but it's I don't know. It's one of those cutesy things that you're like, stop laughing. You're telling yourself, quit laughing. Was that whole Chicken Alaska, and then that sign that said, I got laid in Chicken Alaska. And it's a picture of an egg, and see me, I'm just like, I just started laughing. I was like, what the hell's wrong with me? Why is that so funny?
It was. Looks like Douglas has now joined us in the chat room. I'm sure you guys will come up with some pretty interesting names as well. Okay, so yeah, that's what I just random thought popped in my head, and I said, let's talk about this. Something fun, something different, nothing serious. Got enough seriousness going on out there. So let's have some fun with some of the names.
Yeah, just something. Yeah, the one I thought was also funny was Minnesota's. You guys have one.
Oh, we do? I haven't gotten that far.
Yeah, it's called Embarrass.
Yeah.
Embarrass, Minnesota.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's you got to be embarrassed to be from Minnesota, especially if you're from Embarrass, Minnesota. I mean, good night, all.
Oh yeah.
Maine, we have a crazy wild. I don't know. Maine. for some reason, no one up here is really swift enough to make up a name, so we just take everybody else's name. So if you literally go, well, how about continents? Yep. Well, how about countries? Yep. We actually have I can't even tell you how many countries Maine just took their name. we have Lebanon, Maine, China, Maine, Paris, Maine, West Paris, Maine, South Paris, Maine. I mean, we just take everybody else's names. I don't know why. It's like Maine is like a kleptomania place for names. What do you call your country? Germany. Now it's in Maine. I declare this tree property of Germany, Maine. There we go.
You could really get somebody going on that. Oh yeah, I've been to Paris and.
Oh, we have a sign. We have a sign here, the same as the MASH sign. All right, but the mileage is all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That big, you remember the show MASH? They had a sign, and it had all the different directions where everybody was from. London, and it was say like 7,000 miles that way, 8,000 miles that. Ours, you go to the same place. There's a place in Maine you go to where that sign sits right there. But all those destinations are like 20 miles that way, 18 miles that way, 19 miles this way.
Well, here we got somebody in the chat room. We've got Smackover, Arkansas, Accident, Maryland, Intercourse, Pennsylvania, Apocalypse Peak, Alaska, Erect, North Carolina, very near Climax, Deviltown, Ohio, Bat Cave, Turkey is a good one. And it looks like that's what we got so far. The guy's typing away in the chat room there.
Yeah, there's a lot of just odd names. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, the one that I was laughing at the most, and it kind of made me think of you.
Oh no! Is there a town called Aswepe?
No, PP Township, Ohio.
What was it?
PP Township.
BP.
PP.
Oh yes, I'm always saying yeah.
I'm like, I wonder if John visited there yet.
No, I have not been to PP, nor do I want to go to PP.
It's in Ohio. Just in case you're wondering.
Nope, not wondering.
So what did you come up with some of the names that grabbed your attention?
Well, I mean, there's quite a few. I like the ones that were like Embarrass, Minnesota was cool. Experiment, Georgia. Things that are plays on words. Okay, like it'd be crazy to have a whole bunch of kids that grew up in Fertile, Iowa. There's a place called Fertile, Iowa. Could you imagine if you had like 10 kids and like, where are you from? Fertile, Iowa. Gotcha. Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Must be something in the water, huh?
Something's going on for sure.
Yeah, the Chicken Alaska one really, Then there's some that you don't get, you don't understand. Like the accident one, Accident Maryland. I saw that. I thought that'd be funny. Can you imagine that being in court? Yeah, you had an accident.
You're in Accident Maryland.
Yeah, they're like, so where were you? Oh, I was in the accident, and he was. I understand you were in an accident, sir. No, I was in accident. No, I know you were in an accident. Where? In accidents. Okay, someone get the guy out of here. I mean, those right there, those plays back and forth are the ones that catch my eye and make me giggle. But like they had this one called, what was it called? Oh, Big Arm, Montana. It doesn't. I don't get it. Yeah.
I get that one.
Big Arm. I don't get it. Why is that so funny? Apparently, it looks like an arm on a lake, but that's fine. That makes actual sense.
Well, there were some places in the world that had names, and I found this funny because it was after body parts.
The town's name was after body parts?
Yes. Like, for example, Titty.
Oh, I thought you were telling me the name of the town was after
Oh.
body parts. I'm like, why do you think that's funny? Where are you from? Maryland. Where? After body parts.
Nope. This one actually is called Titty Hill, and it's in England.
Well, now you got to also realize a lot of times that like titties. All right. Did you know if you look up titties, it's not a bad word. Okay. It's
No.
it's a bird. A tit is a bird.
You know what? I knew that.
More than one tit is what? Titties.
Titties.
Okay. So just throwing that out there, you know.
All right.
There might be a lot of birds in that town. Maybe it's a town full of tits. You know, little black and white finch-like birdies.
See?
Maybe there's flocks of them. Just everywhere you look, tits.
They're tits for miles.
Yes. What the hell just went by? It was a tit. Look out! Here comes another one.
A flying tit.
I can't come to work today. Why? There's a tit loose in my house. I gotta catch it. It's freaking my wife out.
Okay, so now that you had an answer for that one, you need to explain this one. Muff, Ireland. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't have that one. Yeah, I don't have that one. Sorry. The tit one, I you can explain, but I mean the muff one, I don't know. Maybe they're big into muffins or something. I don't know. Poo Poo Hawaii. Clyde has Poo Poo Hawaii. Gunwald one has a whole bunch here. He's got Frankenstein, Missouri. Then we got Y, Arizona. Monday, Texas. Oh, look at that one. Coupon, Pennsylvania. I wonder if there's a lot of people that live there that are into couponing. Hazard, Nebraska. Fertile, Iowa. Yeah. Sandwich, Mass. Popcorn, Indiana. Accident, Maryland. Gay, Georgia.
Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Anus, France. I'll go with that.
That was the next one I was going to bring up.
Ding Dong, Texas.
And there somebody put in there Hell, Michigan.
Yeah, Hell, Michigan. Yeah.
Also a Hell in Norway too.
Yeah, and they both get cold, so hell can actually freeze over.
Okay. The other one that I thought was funny, Dildo, Canada.
Well, I might have to agree with that because I've met some that were from Canada. I mean, I've met some great people from Canada, but I have met some dildos from Canada. Usually, you find them here in Maine on Old Orchard Beach. You know, the kind that weigh 195 pounds overweight. Try to shove it all into a little banana hammock and walk around smiling on the beach in front of the kids. You're like,
There was a place called Middelfart, Denmark.
what'd they do with the other two?
What?
The first fart and the last fart. That's the middle fart. I'm just curious. Was the first one not good enough and the last one wasn't good either, but the middle one?
They picked that.
Fart. Who the
Middle
hell?
fart.
How do you have a town council meeting? Excuse me, we're brought to attention. Yeah. I want the middle fart.
Well, I don't know. The other one that I thought was funny was Beaver Lick, Kentucky.
Oh my God. Do these people know that later on you're going to read these names on the air and just giggle? I'm surprised you didn't have a spasm tab over that one. Beaver.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh boy.
Yeah, I was wondering why. I'm like, holy crap, she held that together pretty good.
I did. I was spazzing. What was the other one that I thought was funny that I came across?
Gunwald's got a real good one here.
What's
Duluth, Minnesota.
We actually have, what is it called? Oh, what's the other one in Minnesota? Little Canada, which I thought was kind of funny because Canada's not little, and where that's located, it's like down towards Minneapolis, St. Paul area. It's just like that one didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, there's some that are real that are just goofy.
Oh, Condom, France. If you don't like penis France, you can move to Condom, France.
What do you think we do here, Wee, huh?
Just saying.
Well, welcome to prophylactic Paris.
And for Jolson, we also have Cock Hill. It's a village in Ireland.
And how do you spell that?
C-O-C-K.
Oh, so it's Cockhill and not Cack.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I understood it. Oh my word.
There's
Big Bone Lick, Kentucky. Port circumcision. Hold on. How did you get circumcision? What?
Dog. I can't.
What were you thinking about the scissors or something? What are you? Were you a moil in your past life or something? What the heck? I had a flashback from my past life. I was a moil. Oh my heavens!
Let's see what else that I came across here.
Clyde says that's where he's from.
Where?
The circumcision place there.
That's in Antarctica.
Now I understand about Clyde.
Yeah.
So those moils, don't worry. They just ask the kids to walk outside. Go outside. Come back in. There you go. You're done. Okay. Don't get verklempt.
There's Cocking, a village in West Sussex, England.
That's interesting. Why does the word Sussex? Why does the word Sussex? It's like a double negative for you. She's like Cocking in Sussex. Why does Sussex bother you? You were avoiding that one. Like, it's Cocking in Sussex.
There's a Cock Up, a village in, I don't know how you say this, Cumbria, England.
Why do you keep doing that pause? I still can't figure out the pause. She's like, there's a cock up in Cumbria, England. We're on the radio. People are just going, what's going on in that studio?
I apparently cannot read and talk at the same time. Thank you very much.
It tracks me up. Those pauses always come. It's like Jim's phone. What is your major at the exact right moment?
There's also a Cockwood. It's a village in Denvin.
Denvin?
Devin. Devin. See?
I'm like, wow. Devin. It's a place where they make jeans, denim.
Oh, no, Devin.
My heavens.
There's also Climax, Pennsylvania.
There you go. Can I suggest that next week's show we change it to you just pronouncing things?
I don't know what you're talking about.
My heavens.
There's a place called Dick Pete's. I mean,
Oh, here. Oh.
I've lost it. I'm sorry.
Gee.
Okay, cut.
Oh, we're live. She's like, okay. Oh, wow.
Let me try that again. It's called Dick Peaks. It's in Antarctica. It's a group of mountains.
Gee, I wonder where they got that name from.
Then there's Dick's Butt, a mountain in California. This one's the best, though.
Where are you headed, officer? I can't tell you. Where are you headed? Where in the hell are you headed in an all-fire hurry like that? I'm going to Dick's Butt. Who's Dick? Does he know you're coming? Oh, my heavens.
The best one, though, is Dick's Knob, a mountain in Georgia.
Yeah. Apparently, Smile Money says there's twos in the bush. Oh, wait a minute. Is he just messing with me?
It could be.
Horny, North Carolina.
What else we got?
There's apparently there's Goobertown, Arkansas, which is 20 miles away from Wiener.
There was. Wait, you're talking about Dick's Butt. You can go to Wiener, Arkansas.
Didn't I just pull you over? You were going to Dick's Butt? Yeah, where are you going now? Wiener. Say it louder so my dash cam can hear you.
North Carolina? Oh, funny.
Boring, Maryland. And Oregon. And Tennessee.
Boring was a pretty popular name for cities and towns, which I thought was kind of funny. Like, strange funny. Dick Shooter, Iowa. Sounds like
You almost didn't get that out. She had a hard time getting her dick shooter out. Well, we told you this was going to be a funny one. Oh, my heavens.
Just cruising through my list. I can't remember. Oh, here's another one. It's a swear word. It's a naughty word. I'm warning everybody in case they go, ooh. It's called fucking Australia. Austria. Wrong continent. I can't do this. I really can't. I thought I was going to be able to get through these. I'm not. I'm failing.
There's like four countries in her world. That's it. There's four. That's it. I'm from Austria. No, you're not. You're from Australia. Shut up. I'm from Antarctica. No, there are no Arcticas. You're from Australia. There, done. Everybody that way is from Australia.
If you're in that direction. No, Austria, not Australia. I'm just... Uh-huh.
Throw another wiener on the Barbie.
Oh, yep. Oh my gosh.
So Germany is in Austria. Australia, okay. Wow.
There's a place called Ha Ha River. It's a river in Quebec, Canada.
It's in Canada and it says, haha, you probably were born there.
I wasn't born in Quebec. Oh gosh.
We're in Alaska. That makes total sense too.
Burnt out Alaska? Yeah.
I mean, a place where you can actually go.
Excuse me.
What day is it? It's Monday. How much longer till the sun comes up? 2 months. Whenever you can have those conversations, that's not good.
How do you feel about going to Hooker, Oklahoma?
Depends on how much money I have.
Well, we could always go for hot coffee in Mississippi. That'd be cheaper.
Oh, that's a good one. Little Dick's Bay.
Is that next to Dick's Peaks?
In Australia.
Pardon me. Mm.
Oh no. Tell me they didn't name a place that.
What?
Clyde's last one. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Long St. Petty reunion.
La Tampon. What the hell?
Le Tampon.
Yeah. What do they do for work there? Have a giant string factory?
Oh my god. J-Dog just joined us and he said Tulsa backwards is a slut.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Clyde's got Lizard Dick, Wake County, North Carolina.
What are you looking for, boy? Lizard dick. Can you imagine walking in? Can you imagine the little mom pop store? There's no 7-Eleven around. You're gonna pull up to a little mom pop store, walk inside. There's a bunch of old boys in there just sitting around drinking sarsaparillas and coffee, and they go, "You lost? Yeah. What you looking for? Lizard dick." Ain't no lizard dick round these pots. I should be quiet before Rick comes running in here and starts yelling lizard dick.
That
China,
was funny.
China, Japan. That's funny.
There's
China,
a long. Was it China?
Japan.
Okay, that's a little weird. There's another one here that I just saw. There's a place called Lower Dick in England.
Lower dick.
Is there an upper dick and a lower dick? Is it by Milford?
You just made it funny.
I'm just saying. Oh.
Clam, Virginia. Wow, that okay. That just wow. Just spelling that's good makes me. Oh yeah, I wouldn't like that at all. I wouldn't be able to live there.
Mexican Water, Arizona? That's a strange name. I never heard that one. Monkey's Eyebrow, Kentucky. What does a monkey's eyebrow look like?
Well, I'm interested in what the heck were they smoking when someone raised their hand and said, "I got a name. I got a name. Monkey eyebrow."
There's Moose Factory in Ontario.
I think there's a town called Moose Knuckle. I gotta check it out and see though. I think there's a Moose
There's
Knuckle.
one called Moose Jaw. That's in Saskatchewan.
Gee, Moose Jaw. That's just hilarious.
Okay, how about Mount Cox? Well, that
one you do not want to get pulled over by a cop. Where are you going that you're in such a damn rush? Mount Cox.
There's a Mount Dick in New Zealand.
Wow.
I think I'll go climb a mountain today.
I'm alone, Wisconsin, population 1.
Let's see what else we got here. Oh, there's some place that's called Nameless. They couldn't think of a name, so they're just nameless.
Kickapoo, Kansas.
Nipple Peak.
Kickapoo? Can you imagine that in Kansas?
Kickapoo.
But it's something they actually do there. When they burn I had to do that. No joke. I literally had to do that. Was a job I had. When they're doing the spring, in the springtime, when they're getting ready for the cattle to come into different fields, they light the fields on fire. And when they light the fields on fire to burn off all the top growth, what's laying all over in the fields that catches on fire?
Poo.
So on the fire edge, on the edge of the line where the fire is, you have to go along and walk that edge, and you have to kick the cow patties back in that are on fire so they stay in the burnt area. So Kickapoo was something that I had to do.
Poop. Yucatan, Mexico. There's a Poop Hill in the United Kingdom. Oh boy.
What? What'd you find? What did you run across?
Pussy Creek.
What?
Pussy Creek.
Okay.
That's someplace in Ohio.
Mosquitoville, Vermont.
Oh, gee. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I can say this without laughing. Rectum in the Netherlands.
At least it makes sense.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh. What's with England and the weird names? This one, Sandy Balls. Satan's Kingdom in Massachusetts. Wow, there is just some really...
Linoleum, Louisiana.
You know, funny you said that because I got a text from my cousin, one word, linoleum. I'm like, oh my God, that's funny. Okay, this place is called Sexmon. It's a place in the Philippines.
Well, didn't Jim say they do baskets there?
That's true. And there's a place called Shag Rocks in Western Australia. Why can't I see it?
Oh.
John, help me out. No.
Are you trying to say the Austria? Is that what you're trying
the
to
other
say?
One. Australia. Okay, I'm done. Stick a fork in me, I'm baked.
Sound it out. Australia. There you go.
There's a place called Silly Belgium. That's where I should be because it's silly. Sweet Lips, Tennessee.
And you even gave us a southern accent with it.
I tried. I don't know though.
Go get me some sweet tea for them sweet lips.
There's a place
Shitterton.
called...
Wait a minute. Shitterton, England.
What? I missed that one. What the heck?
Yes, Clyde just showed up. Clyde just brought Shitterton, Dorset, England.
Tea puke.
We got Faggot Hill in Massachusetts. A hill in Massachusetts, literally. Sugar Town in Kentucky. Well, now, looky there.
Well, that could go with the sweet lips and the sugar tit. So yeah.
That is just a great way to get slapped.
Termofecken. Termofecken.
When you're sounding it out, we can still hear you.
There's a place called the Office Girls. What? Why?
That's by that other town called Hooker.
Thong. There's a place called Thong in England. Toadsuck, Arkansas.
Toad suck or toad stuck?
Toadsuck.
Toads, well, they do.
There's a place called Twat in Scotland.
Scott twat.
Two Egg, Florida.
That is funny.
Ugly is in England, but it's spelled Ugley.
Ugly.
Ugly.
Uranus, Missouri. There's a place called Three Cocks in Wales. I guess it's just the prince and two others, right?
Frog Eye, Alabama. Oh my gosh. They're coming up with some really good names here. In the chat room. I gotta tell my cousin that there's a Linoleum, Louisiana. He's gonna be like, no way. Oh, J-Dog says there's a place called Shit Creek. Is that without the paddle? Without a paddle. How does that saying go? Up, I can't talk.
Up shit creek without a paddle.
What's wrong with me? I cannot talk today.
She's like, I'm on the radio. Why do I need words? Why? Why does everyone think I need words? I'm on the radio. Jeez.
I don't need words. Okay, well, that's it. Thanks. Good night.
I'll just draw funny pictures. That's all. Oh, I like that one. Spread Eagle, Wisconsin.
Wow.
Nothing?
I've actually heard that before.
That's funny. Tightwad, Missouri. I wonder if anything's expensive there.
Wet wig.
Oh, that was right. That was on the edge of a spasmataz right there. That was. We got close there.
It was just making me think of this little Asian lady that used to come in all the time in our body shop, and she spoke kind of broken English, and it just made me think of her when I said wet wig.
Now, there's a place called Unalaska in Alaska.
Unalaska in Alaska?
Yeah, Unalaska. So it's, where are you from? Unalaska, Alaska.
Climax, Georgia.
Yep.
Hello, Pogo.
Uncertain, Texas.
Yeah. On my Three Cocks, Wales.
I just told you that.
No, I'm looking at, what's the other word? PowyS. How do you pronounce that?
Powy.
Yes. What?
Poise.
Poise?
Or pow. No, the I. No, the Y would be like an I, so it'd be like poise.
Okay.
Hornyball, Slovakia.
Now they're getting all over the world, not just in the States.
Shugtown, Arkansas. Anti-Alaska, Alaska.
Anti-Alaska, Alaska. Oh, that's too funny.
Shit is the name of 3 villages in Iran, maybe more.
Well, that sounds like a problem. Just saying. How do you know which town? If 3 of them are named shit, which shitting town are you going to?
Well, where are you? I'm in shit.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh. There are some really weird names. Beer Bottle Crossing, Idaho.
Waterproof Louisiana. Now that's kind of
Dull, Scotland.
nothing to do there.
Next to boring.
Why not North Carolina?
Why not North Carolina?
Where are you from? Why not?
There's actually a town or city named OK in Oklahoma.
Apparently, there's one called just the letter Y.
Really?
In Arkansas, Y City. It's just Y City, Arkansas.
Okay, this one strikes me kind of funny. Wagga Wagga, Australia.
Wagga Wagga.
Wagga Wagga.
Idiot Creek, Oregon, Gunwild said. Titty Hill, England.
Oh my God. This is so fitting for Texas, my large intestine. Everything is bigger.
I have got to research. I've got to do some research and find out, just for my own brain, because now I'm sitting here wondering. I mean, what are these, like gags? Is it like a joke at some town meeting where they just get away with it? It's just hilarious. That
this is kind of funny because this kind of gave a little excerpt to it. It says they have a knack for naming places here in the U.S. because here's another zinger, and this was my large intestine, Texas. The very concept of the place that they named it, my large intestine, is so crazy that GPS mapping services have refused to acknowledge it thus far. They won't put it on GPS. Nope, not doing it. Wouldn't be prudent.
that's just fun. How do I get to large intestine in Texas? First thing you want to do is grab both knees. Put your head between.
No name, Colorado.
I would love to know how these names get done.
Yeah. That one's just weird.
Holy moly, I'm looking up here seeing wow.
I wonder, that just makes me think though, like how many of these could you actually punch into a GPS and it would give you directions? I'd like to go to hell, please.
You would be able. I'll bet you a lot of them work. I'll bet a lot of them worked.
Whiskey Dick Mountain, Washington. Kermit, Texas.
Whiskey Dick Mountain. I mean, just think about that. What the hell were they thinking?
I don't know, but it's not putting.
You got a room full of people, and you're trying to figure out what we want to name the town.
Yeah.
A lot of people just go, name it after me. What the hell? I mean, no.
No.
My uncle spilled some whiskey the other day and it landed on his crotch, so I want to call it Whiskey Dick. Who in their right mind goes to these meetings and goes, I got a name. What? Let's call it Whiskey Dick.
Well, it'd be interesting to know, like you're saying, how did it come about? Where did it? What did they do? How did they make the determination of getting this name? And some of these places, I wonder how long have they actually had these names?
Yeah.
Did they have a prior name? Could it have been changed to this?
Well, I'm sure it wasn't like in 1740 or anything. Someone went, let's call it Whiskey Dick. I'm sure there's more to that story.
Wow, there's a lot of people naming all kinds of places in here.
Wait a minute, Swastika, Ontario? What?
Who put that in there?
It's Clyde. It's about 6 or 7 down from where we're at right now. Swastika, Ontario.
Yeah, that one I wasn't aware of. Where High Point, New York. I might want to rethink that.
I wonder if they do there. Gay Meadows, Knob Lick, Missouri. Oh, wow.
Douglas said Jack and John went up Thick Hill. Oh, boy. Sugar Tit is a town in Kentucky.
Wow. Now, while we're sitting here, let's just take that one there, Sugar Tit, okay? Now, I want you to tell me, what would a person be called that's from Sugar Tit? Now, you're from Minnesota. What do they call you, Minnesotians?
Yeah, Minnesotans.
Okay, Minnesotans, all right. So now, being from Duluth, what do they call you?
A Duluthian.
Duluthian. So, you're from Sugar Tit. What do they call you?
A Sugarton.
I mean, can you imagine? Like, what do you call them? Sugar tits? I don't know. What would you call somebody from Sugar
Sprinkle?
Tits? What would you call somebody from Sugar Tits? I mean, there's got, obviously there's a name out there.
Sugar Tittin.
Okay, Sugar Tittin.
I have no idea.
Next, what's the school mascot? Because you know you don't want to be on that cheerleading squad. You know it already. And here come the Sugar Tit cheerleaders. You don't want to be on that team, you know it.
Oh, I can't say what I'm thinking.
And here's your Sugar Tit football team. A Sugar Tittin, huh? Where are you from? Oh, great. Where are you from? Let me finish dinner before I tell you. As I run to the car, I'll tell you where I'm from. That way I don't have to sit here and go through it. Oh, that'd be terrible. I wonder what their mascot is, though. I mean, what do you think? What would the mascot be for Sugar Tit School?
What do you call those? Sprinkles?
What, rainbow sprinkles?
I don't know.
What, are you going to have a giant multicolored sprinkle running around a stage? And here comes your cheer squad, the Sugar Tit Sprinkles.
Oh, that's it. We're going to get, like, nasty emails now.
No, I'm serious.
I set you straight.
Listen, I hope you do send me an email and set me straight, because it's funny to me, number one. So please send me an email, explain to me why your town's called Sugar Tit. All right, what do they call people from Sugar Tit? What's the mascot of the Sugar Tit football team? I am curious. I don't know.
Well, what do you think they do for the ones in Uranus, Missouri?
Big piece of poo. Mr. Hanky. Mr.
Hanky!
Hello.
Hello.
Look, I'm from Uranus.
Oh my God. I have no words. I have radio, but I have no words.
Well, I mean, these are the things that go through my brain. I mean, the names are fun and all that, and that's great and all that, but now I have more questions. I mean, are we talking full-fledged towns like here? Are these like big cities? They have schools and stuff. I mean, is it on the license plate? Does it say Sugar Tit? Can you imagine what vanity plates must be there? Oh my
Well,
heavens!
that kind of makes you wonder if what would be the mascots or for some of these other places as well.
Well, yeah, that fuzzy ball one, the Sandy Balls.
Sandy Balls.
What? So you guys got a school there? Yep. Sandy Ball Elementary, maybe. You guys got a mascot? Hey,
Well, does
what's
that
that?
mean when you go to high school, it's big Sandy Balls?
Here comes your mascot, the Gillette Razor.
Oh.
Oh. Can you imagine owning a landscaping business there?
In Sandy Balls.
What's your husband do? He just does landscaping in Sandy Balls.
Not to be confused with manscaping.
Oh, my
Just
heavens.
saying.
Wow. You know,
Oh my
I'm gonna have to write a bunch of these down and go back and start looking. I gotta have
I'm
answers.
just gonna start taking notes and going back to do the research in more detail.
Well, I gotta know if there's
Okay.
schools. If there's
So you're
schools,
talking
Go
about
ahead.
mascots and things like that. What do you think would happen if you had Intercourse, Pennsylvania? How about Hooker, Oklahoma?
All right, let's take Hooker, Oklahoma, okay?
Oh, you're not touching Intercourse, Pennsylvania?
Well. I mean, what is your mascot going to be? A streetwalker? I mean,
Does she come from the red light district?
or some guy just walks out. My name's John. He's the mascot. Oh my heavens!
How about Knob Lick, Montana? What do you envision for a mascot on that team?
I'm not really sure, but I know there's a lot of people who probably don't want that on their letter jackets. So I lettered, huh, Coach? Yeah. Okay. Can I not have the name on there? Can you just give me the jacket and don't put the name on it? It's the knob. Think about the yearbooks.
Knob Lick Senior High.
It's your senior year at Knoblick.
Oh my gosh.
Or your senior year intercourse book. What's the one thing that all parents fear on prom night in intercourse? Intercourse. Do not be your town's namesake.
Yeah.
Do you hear me? Oh my word. I wonder if there's a Planned Parenthood there.
Where is that? Intercourse, Pennsylvania? I don't know.
Now Pennsylvania's pretty populated, so I mean, I'll bet you they have a school there.
Did we say this one before? Long Dick Creek in Iowa?
It's worth saying again if we didn't.
Douglas said, I know a guy, Harry Peters, who lives in Sugar Tits. That is just wrong on all levels. Just saying. Okay.
Oh my word. Oh no
There's-
no 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 no.
There's a Fort Dick, California.
There's public schools in Intercourse. Okay. Oh my heavens.
Douglas
Radio.
comment, how bad if you failed at Intercourse High School?
Well, I mean, can you imagine what it's got to be like in some of the ads? I mean, like, so Intercourse.
yeah.
Let's take Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Okay, so what? In the paper, you're used to seeing, jobs in Duluth.
Yeah.
Theirs would say jobs in Intercourse. Can you imagine if someone was from Hooker, Wyoming, or whatever? They moved to Intercourse,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. Like, I don't want that job again. I just had to. I left the Hooker thing, and now you're telling me there's jobs in Intercourse.
Intercourse. Oh.
Oh, there's actually an opening in Intercourse for a dog walker. Everything just doesn't sound right. Dog walker in Intercourse. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Thinking about that, you wonder, like, how much crap do some of these people take that actually live in these cities and towns?
It's got to be quite a bit.
You know?
I mean, imagine owning a massage parlor there.
Oh my gosh. Well, I just put one in there. He says, say it out loud, and what does it sound like? Bonar, Illinois.
Iowa.
Bonar, Iowa? Sorry, I had to put my glasses back on. Okay, that's just weird. Murder Kill River in Delaware. Sounds a little violent.
Somebody says, why would you want to graduate from Intercourse? He'd like to repeat the course.
Repeat the course. Check, please.
Or that one right there, Mount Dix, New Zealand. Can you imagine if you were married and someone's like, where's your wife from? Oh, God, here we go.
She's from Mount Dix.
I didn't ask you what she did. I asked you where she's from.
Oh, no, sorry. She's from Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Same thing. Oh, my heavens.
Oh, you could really have some fun with some of these names of these cities. And like you said, just the play on words and stuff. And just the normal questions that would come up in conversation, too. It's like, where are you from?
I mean, imagine some of that. Some of that's just got to be embarrassing. I mean, do people get tickets? Yeah. Can you imagine handing the driver, the cop, your place, and you're from Mount Dix? I mean, you're just gonna see him shake his head, laughing his ass off as he goes back to the cruiser, and he's not just gonna call you in. He's gonna call you into everybody.
Yeah.
I need to run a plate. Where's it from? Mount Dix. Cruisers going by, looking at you.
Oh, I didn't know this one. Ballstown, Indiana.
Yeah, that
I
could
didn't
be
see that on my list,
that could be innocent though.
Mm-hmm. But Mount Cox, that cannot be innocent.
No.
That's just plain naughty. What was the other one that I saw? New Erection, Virginia.
As opposed to old Erection, Virginia. Now you know darn good and well that's intentional. You know that. Now there is there a school? What's the mascot? do they non-stop laugh when they're announcing things? Welcome to New Erection Arena. Tonight's New Erection game is brought to you by Billy's Car Place, because Billy wants you to know here in New Erection, he's the place for cars. I mean, everything would just, I mean, God, you just die. You would laugh all day.
You would. I don't think I could live in any of those places.
I mean, can you imagine? You're at a hospital. You're answering phones in the ER. Hello, thank you for calling New Erection ER.
New Erection Clinic, how may I help you?
And for those people who have lost it, New Erection Memorial. The New Erection Free Clinic.
You can't miss us. We're right by Mountain Dix.
Yeah. just down a piece from Hookersville.
Yeah. But if you went to Intercourse, you went too far.
Yes. Just do a U-turn in Sandy Balls, and
You'll be fine.
you can't miss the turn because there's a big Gillette razor sign right there, and it says Sandy Balls right on it. So yeah.
And the list goes on and on.
Oh, Douglas did. Yeah, Mount Dick Sheriff Department, please hold. I mean, see, but that's the kind of stuff that, I mean, all those things, all those normal things that you would say.
Yeah,
know,
you would say, or place, schools,
right?
clinics,
Like
hospitals. Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine Middle Fart Middle School?
They're the favorite.
Home of the Fighting Tutors. all the kids stand out there and do that little armpit thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, they're taunting the crowd tonight, folks.
Oh my gosh, it's too funny. Gunwell says there's a place called Poop Mexico.
There's pee-pee, there's poo. Oh my God, it's just.
And then he also said there's Porno Nigeria.
Puke Albania. Oh, that's just too much. Too much.
Thank you for calling Puke. How may I direct your call? Oh gosh. Oh boy.
I mean, some of those things just got to be hilarious, like the law offices.
Oh yeah.
All the law office commercials. You know what I mean? If you're in Intercourse and you've had an accident, call me, Joe Boinstein, in Intercourse. It's just, oh my heavens! And everywhere has a house of pizza.
Yeah.
Up here in Maine, anyways, every town has a house of pizza, and it's always the name of the town. It doesn't matter where you live in Maine. There's a house of pizza there. Because I'll imagine some of those places, huh? Intercourse House of Pizza.
Intercourse Pizza Hut?
No. House of Pizza.
House of Pizza.
Intercourse House of Pizza. Say what? Hooker House of Pizza. Middle fart House of Pizza. In Maine, I don't know why. That's for some reason everything is a house of pizza. Everything's a house of pizza.
Gunweld said Pussy Creek, Ohio.
Pussy Road Alps.
Mhm. Ragged Ass Road, Canada.
Yeah, we got some of those here in Maine.
Yeah,
Pretty ragged ass roads.
exactly.
Don't forget to reach up there and smash that like button. Make sure you guys turn it yellow.
Yes, for sure.
Helps us get noticed.
Looks like we got 6 so far. John. Can you imagine? Or Clyde said something about In-N-Out Burger at Intercourse. That is just wrong on so many levels.
Intercourse in and out. How can I help you? That pretty much says it right there. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. They're coming up with some pretty good ones in the chat room tonight. That's just crazy.
Oh
Well, this I think was a pretty fun topic, because everybody was coming up with good names in the chat room. Just kind of having fun with the playing on the words.
I am gonna find out.
Oh my God! You created a list, did you?
Yes, I have a list right here, and I have to know. I want to know some of these mascots. I want to know if they have schools there. If they
You're going to
do,
be disappointed if the town is too small. Like, say there's not enough population there, and they have to bus the kids to the next town over.
Hold on, Walnut Grove had a damn school. Isn't that in Minnesota too? Walnut Grove? Wasn't that in Minnesota?
Down south.
Where Laura Ingalls Wilder was, Little House on the Prairie. That was Walnut Grove. They had.
Yeah, that was like 100 years ago too.
They had a little one-room schoolhouse. So I'm sure now that it's 2019, I'm sure they've got like a 2-room schoolhouse there. I'm just curious. What's the mascot? You guys got a sports team? You do? What do you call yourselves?
I'm going to this place, Rum, Austria.
Oh, there you go. At least you said Austria. I'm going to this place. What? Rome starts with an A and has another A, so Australia. Yeah, Rome, Australia. She added a whole lot of letters there. How many A's are there too? It's Australia. What about Antarctica? Nope, Australia. That's cold Australia.
Scratch my arse rock in the Cook Islands.
Cook
Island.
It's 2 O's, no C.
Cook.
It's like, in the Cock Island. Where is your head? Where is your mind? She's like,
back on the Cock Hill.
She's like, it says Os and it's an island. It must be Cock Island.
Scratchy bottom. You need to look up to see what that mascot entails.
So what do you do for a living? I play rugby. Where? And Scratchy Bottom.
That one's too funny.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to look up some of these and see if they have teams or whatever. But, I mean, some of this stuff's just got to be hilarious. I mean, can you imagine? Even a middle school, I mean, they have cheer groups. I mean, who the hell wants intercourse written on their kids? I mean, hell no. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. I don't think so, Tim.
Yeah. I mean, think of all the they when they're in middle school, they have cheer squad. They're not really cheerleaders, but they do like drill team. I think it's drill teams what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
But in the middle school, but it says the name of the school usually.
Yeah, usually.
And can you imagine if it said Intercourse Middle School? What are they teaching you kids there? You lettered in Intercourse Middle School? Yeah, that just would be messed up.
Uh-huh. Totally. Just saying.
So next week you want to talk about if you owned a restaurant, what would it be? What would you do there? What would you have on your menu?
Well, I think that people don't think about that. There's a lot of people that do go to restaurants. Lots of people go out to eat, but did you ever think about the flip side?
It cracks me up. There's a lot of people that go to restaurants. Well, duh.
Okay, let me rephrase. There is a lot of people that I know at work that go to restaurants because they're always talking about, have you tried this? Have you done this? Blah, 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 blah. So I thought the flip side of that would be, well, if you had a restaurant, what would you do? How would you run it? What would be on your menu?
Yeah.
Which,
Only one question cannot be asked during this show next week, though, folks. And that is, Christine, what's your favorite restaurant?
I knew you were going to say that. I just knew you were going to say that.
It's only an hour show. We don't want that much dead air.
Chirp the crickets. I
figured your favorite restaurant would be home.
Home?
Yeah. You prefer to cook. I mean, if you don't have a favorite restaurant, then you're not a fan of going out to eat. Or you suck at picking places to eat.
I suck at picking places to eat. I really do.
Okay, so there you go. Now we've learned something. Because for me, in my brain, it's always like, okay, what's your favorite restaurant? If you say you don't have one, that's because either A, you don't go out to eat, or if you do go out to eat, and it's B, you just are no good at picking restaurants.
No, I'm not. Not at all. But, some of the girls I used to work with in my previous job when I was in Cube City, they would talk about their favorite restaurants all the time. There was like 2 or 3 that were just like foodies. And you would go and talk amongst themselves and be like, did you try this restaurant? Did you try this place? Did you try this dish? And do you know what they have on the menu there? And yeah, it could turn into like a 3-hour conversation. I'm like, oh my God, really?
What always cracks me up is the people that are foodies like that. You find out they can't cook. And you're like, well, how do you even know what good food is?
Well, yeah, because there was one in the group. That girl couldn't even boil water if her life depended on it. So I'm just like, okay, you're saying that this is your favorite and that's your favorite, and okay, whatever.
Or people that order dumb dishes always cracks me up. When I go out to eat, I'm not going to order a dumb dish. All right, and it depends. If I'm down south, everything for me is going to be simple food because I love that. But if I'm going somewhere fancy, I'm not going to order macaroni and cheese. Mm-hmm. I always cracks me. People, they have the best mac and cheese. You go, okay, where were you at? I was at blah, 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 out in Maryland, overlooking the bay. You're like, get the frickin' soft shell crab, dumbass. Why did you get macaroni and cheese? That always cracks me up. So we got that coming up next week.
Yep, we got that coming up next week.
I think this is a fun show.
Along the lines of food, I see Boondockers is made it into the house. Into the house. Yeah. In the chat.
Wow. And she used all those words in a sentence, folks.
You ever get that tired? You're just silly and you can't talk. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Let me try this again. Boondockers is in the house. And for all of you that are listening, you really need to try their barbecue sauce. It's absolutely amazing. It's yummy. It's delicious. You can do so many things with it. And they have their website.
And he's mean.
And he's mean to John.
He told me they were closing the business last night. And
just about gave you a heart attack.
yeah, I started running over the top of people, offering to send jars down myself to get more of it, and then all of a sudden, ha ha ha, just kidding. So, yes. BoondockersBarbecue.com.
And that's what it is. So if you have a chance, go check them out. It's good stuff.
Yeah, you won't regret it. I adore the stuff. It's crack for me. I put it on everything.
I'll say
everything. Tonight I had it. The spicy.
On what?
I did grits with smoked sausage. So I sauteed the smoked sausage first, and then I did up a nice big bowl of grits, and then I just drizzle it all over the top of it, and that way I can get little bits and mix it all in together. Oh, Boondockers is good on grits. I don't know why, but wow, that is good on grits. It is. Chizza grits.
And one more from Gunwild. What is that?
Tickly Cock Bridge. I wonder what the kids do there.
I'm not sure.
I think on that note, we should push a button here.
Yeah, so everybody, thanks a lot for joining us tonight. Everybody in the chat room, thanks for participating and coming up with some really good names of places. That was really fun. Thanks to everybody who's listening live and who will be listening in podcast on the various sites, which are several.
There's going to be a lot of bathroom boys laughing their ass off tonight.
I think so.
Oh,
And somebody put in there, great show, another explicit.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah.
This show had to happen. It had to happen.
It just had to
And
happen.
Quick throw out challenge, anyone listening, podcast, in the chat room, anywhere. If you can find out if any of those places had schools and what their mascots were, I'd love to know.
To email John. He wants to know. Inquiry minds.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically it for this week's show. Thanks everybody for joining us. Have a good week, a good night, good day, wherever you are. And that's basically it. Hopefully we will hear from you again next week.
Bye, everyone.
And that's it.
All right. That was Steve. Pushing the button.
Push the button. Young guy China.